Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the race known as the Kenku. Kenku are an interesting one. They are bird-like humanoids. They have beaks and claws. They do not have wings, though. And they have quite an interesting variety of abilities. They're a sneaky little race, and I think they're well worth looking into. Let's have a look-see. First of all, their Asi Boosts. They get a +2 to their dex and a +1 to their wisdom. Dexterity's, in my opinion, the best stat in the game, and wisdom's okay, depending on your build, so a 10 out of 10 and a 6 out of 10 for those. Their size is medium or small. They get their choice. That's 10 out of 10, getting to pick your size. Their speed is 30 feet, 9 out of 10, no surprise there. Then they have this power called Expert Duplication. This means that they get advantage on checks to copy, writing, or craft work. So if they want to write someone's handwriting or make a small item that is similar to another craftsman, they can do that with advantage. I don't really see this as being a big deal. A person with a forgery kit proficiency can do this with advantage anyway. And I honestly think that this is an odd ability. Feels like this is half-baked. I give it 5 out of 10, personally. Then Kenku Recall. This is where it's at. They get 2 skill proficiencies of their choice. Any skill you want. And they can, a number of times per day equal to their proficiency modifier, get advantage on any skill they have proficiency in. This is the sort of thing that is similar to the rogue's reliable talent ability, except instead of having a flat number, they get advantage a few times per day on any proficient skill. So, 2 proficiencies, and then advantage on a couple skill checks per day. That's insane. These guys are the masters of skills. Like, Kenku are absolutely phenomenal at skill checks, and they get a 10 out of 10 for this, for sure. Then they have their famous Mimicry Trait. In the old days, Kenkus could only speak through mimicry, where they would imitate sounds they heard, phrases and words and other things that they had heard other people say. That is no longer the case. They simply have the ability to accurately mimic sounds. And if they do this, it requires an insight check to tell it's not real. So they have a really good shot at mimicking sounds and other people's voices, which could come in handy in a lot of role-playing scenarios. It's a weird little talent, and I think it deserves an 8 out of 10. It's definitely a cool one. And then their languages. Unlike the Kenkus of the old days, they can speak Common and Orin, the language of air elementals. Which is, 9 out of 10 for speaking 2 languages. It's standard stuff. All in all, the Kenku are a funny little race. Good stats, decent skill outside of their regular skill proficiencies, and then an incredible list of proficient skills and advantage. I say 8 out of 10. The Kenku are not the greatest race. They're pretty specific. They're skill monkeys, and if you want to play a skill monkey, a Kenku would be great. I guess it'd be a skill bird in this case. But if you're not trying to play a skilled character, or I guess a dex-based character, Kenkus might not necessarily be for you. I think they're cool. They're just a little strange. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more race reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.